You're obviously looking for a home loan and you're wondering what is the bank going to be looking at. There's three basic fundamentals which haven't changed over the years, and that is your character, your cash flow, and security. Character is a lot about your previous history. Cash flow is obviously your budget after you've taken the loan, and security is what the lender is going to be left with if they have to sell up. Let's have a look at each of these in finer detail. There's a few details that the bank will be considering when judging your character. One of them is your employment and residence history. How often do you change jobs and your place of address? Some people have a genuine reason for changing often. For example, migrants might be new to the country and trying to sort out which suburb they want to live in, or you may work in an industry where you have to change employers often. So it's important to highlight these when you, if you feel you're a bit short on this department. Now, when we talk about assets and liabilities, the lender is really looking at your attitude towards savings and short-term debt. A strong appetite for short-term debt is not good, so it pays to tidy up as many of these as you can before you apply for a home loan. And if you're applying for a home loan with a smaller deposit, your savings history is really important for a lender, so it pays to keep a separate savings account. Most lenders will look at 3 months of your day-to-day bank account history as well. They will also conduct a credit check on you. In New Zealand, no credit history is a good credit history, as only the bad things are recorded and usually kept for 5 years. If you've never prepared a budget or basically written down all your expenses and income, then it's probably a good time to do that now. Generally in New Zealand you can borrow around 4 to 5 times your annual income. Any short-term loan repayments or fixed expenses will have some bearing on how much you can borrow for your home. Now, there are a lot of variables which can change the amount you can borrow for your home loan, so it's a good idea to ring a mortgage broker or a bank to do a quick servicing calculation. Now, let's have a look at the third fundamental, security. Security is really about the amount of deposit you'll be putting in. At the moment, you can buy a house with around 5% of the house's value as a deposit. Banks are also interested in where you have got the deposit from, and sometimes, especially if you have less than a 20% deposit, they'd like to see proof of where you got the deposit from. So this could be a gifting letter if it's a gift, or maybe a sale and purchase agreement if it's from a sale of some assets. Currently, the amount of deposit you have will also decide how much you may pay in costs to set up the loan. For any deposit less than 20%, your lender may charge what they call a low equity premium or margin. These can vary quite a bit from lender to lender, so it pays to do your homework first, or you could let a good mortgage broker do the comparisons for you. So there you have it, folks, 3 fundamentals which help the lenders decide how much you can borrow. Now, if you feel weak in some of these but strong in others, don't despair. We may still be able to obtain a pre-approval for you. Feel free to check out our website, mortgagesonline.co.nz. There are more articles on there which will be of use to you.